Johnny from Kentucky took a flight to Shannon Airport with a suitcase full of denim and was a very curious sort. He was driving down a boring, trying hard to find his way, when his bladder started screaming. He had to stop without delay. So he pulled his rented Nissan to the side in dusty gravel, just to relieve the pressure of his transatlantic travel. He left a silver hip flask sitting right there on the hood, filled with high-proof corn mash moonshine distilled deep in the woods. May the saints preserve us. What is this crazy brew? It's hotter than a bonfire and it's turning our noses blue. A leprechaun, a forest gnome, a fairy wild and free, now dancing on a stone wall, drunk as they can be. Now Seamus the leprechaun, he crept up on the car. He smelled a sweet aroma that was stronger than the bar. He called over Barnaby the gnome and Maeve the fairy queen. They unscrewed the metal cap, the strangest thing they'd seen. Seamus took a tiny sip and let out quite a shriek. By St. Patrick, that's a lightning bolt that's burning through my cheek. Maeve took a giant gulp and started spinning in the air. She tried to cast a magic spell but grew purple rabbit hair. May the saints preserve us. What is this crazy brew? It's hotter than a bonfire and it's turning our noses blue. A leprechaun, a forest gnome, a fairy wild and free, are dancing on a stone wall, drunk as they can be. The fairy drank deep and began to complain. She tried to arrest a confused little rain. She fluttered in circles and shouted, "Stand still! You're charged with excessive dampness and chill." Then all three climbed onto a moss-covered stone and crowned the old rock as the king of the throne. They bowed to a thistle, saluted a bee, and argued whose antics was grandest to see. Old Barnaby the chubby gnome was hugging on a tree, screaming, "I'm the king of Dublin, come and bow your heads to me." Seamus threw his pot of gold into a muddy ditch, muttering about some bluegrass state and a fancy copper switch. Billy finished up his business, turned around and rubbed his eyes to see three mythical creatures singing bluegrass lullabies. Hey! May the saints preserve us. What is this crazy brew? It's hotter than a bonfire and it's turning our noses blue. A leprechaun, a forest gnome, a fairy wild and free, are dancing on a stone wall, drunk as they can be. The fairy spells were going wild, the gnome was strutting proud, the leprechaun was hiccuping, looking green and loud. Billy grabbed his empty flask, said Ireland's sure a trip, and he drove into the sunset with a grin upon his lips. It was about now a tour bus happened by, to see three drunken creatures by the roadside. 'Twas a sight now that 'twas really hard to miss. Three creatures priests said didn't exist, but there they were, staggering, drunk as could be, singing how great life must be in Kentucky. There they must see all kinds of creatures and things, and they wouldn't even be imagining. May the saints preserve us. What was that crazy brew? Hotter than a bonfire and one hell of a hangover too. The leprechaun, the forest gnome, the fairy wild and free, now planning a faraway trip to visit Kentucky.